say, I don't take over this territory. This LLM, they don't see us today, say, we don't take over this territory. Women, may God bless on Anyafo. So now we want to begin this evening program. We don't want to waste time. One of our resource persons they here already. So as we want to take this lecture, we don't want distraction or the one way person go get up, he go waka go this road. Small time waka come back again. We don't want that kind of thing. Make we just cool down so that we go pay attention, listen to the lecture. Our lecturer they here with us. This our lecturer. He go take us for this topic where they here. The topic na financial literacy and management. Now be the topic. So when he come here, he go tell us everything about this topic. So make we just pay attention. Now I want to welcome on stage our father, our resource person for today, Professor Solomon Ebe. Professor Solomon Ebe is the HOD Accounting Department, Uniport. So as in they come, make we clap for them. Women, make we clap.
Women for Christ. Women for Christ. Women for Christ. That's wonderful. On behalf of my family, I'd like to welcome you all again. I use the word again because my wife was here during the opening ceremony. I would have been here, but for my busy schedule, I pleaded with your leader to permit me so I can attend to other things. And today that I'll be here. The topic of this moment, like it was introduced, is financial literacy. And it's also there in your program. When I rubbed minds with your leader, I tried to x-ray the topic. And I saw that there are a lot to consider as far as that topic is concerned. It is on that note that I said, okay, I have a message for my people. I have a message for my people. I crave your indulgence. Try and be patient with me. How many of us would want me to unfold the message without disappointing you, given the topic you already know, financial literacy? How many of us? Are we together here? If you look at the screen, you see something there. magic or financial independence. Yes. Magic or financial independence and wellness. Is there a change from the topic that your leader, told me, or the topic we are ready to consume today and now? I do not know. I do not know. But I owe you a duty to explain some concepts there. Number one, let's start with the last part of it. Here we have the word lack. God's people, it is important to note that the word lack suggests absence of something. There's nothing, or there's something in existence, but not enough. Not enough. What is in existence is grossly not enough. So if we liken it to our economy, you will see that in Nigerian economy, what is in existence is not enough. Do you agree with me? You'll also agree with me that the resources at our disposal are not enough to attend to our basic needs. Food, clothing, and housing. These are basic needs. By extension, we'll talk about health and education. We don't have enough resources to attend to this thing. And so we are operating in an economy of lack. Do you have enough resources? If you have, you tell me. Then there will be no need for this discussion. To attend to our basic needs, we don't have. In fact, it might interest you to note that a report presented by the Nigerian Financial Services Market Services has it that given the population of Nigeria as at 2024 to the tune of 232.7 million, that not more than 3 persons out of every 100 earns 200 naira and above. I don't know whether I'm talking to God's people here. I mean, as of 2024, Nigerian population was 232.7 million. And the report has it that fewer than 3 out of every 100 fall in the category of those that earn 200,000 and above. What happens to the other population? You can see the level of lack, the level of insufficiency of resources. Yes, some would argue that in Nigeria we have a lot of resources. When you have resources and you are still poor, it means you are lacking. Are we together here? So the situation is so disturbing. This situation is so disturbing that we need to do something. This situation is so worrisome that we just can't leave it like that. We need to do something. That's where I think that we could leverage on what do we do? What do we do to save this situation? For me, I've come here to introduce to you the magic of financial independence and wellness. Before I mention the topic, the magic, I would want you to, I would like to share with you financial independence. I've mentioned two concepts here. I mentioned that we need to do something to enable us address the situation. We need to do something to gain financial independence and wellness. Are you interested? How many of us desire that we'll do something to gain financial independence and wellness? How many of us? Let me see. Do you need financial independence? Do you need financial wellness? What is financial independence? By financial independence, we are referring to a situation where an individual or a family, has accumulated sufficient resources. Are we together here? Sufficient resources such that the individual or the family does not need to depend on paid work, paid employment for you to attend to your basic needs. That's financial independence. You don't need to be employed anymore. In other words, you don't need to depend on your monthly salary totally for you to be able to address your basic needs. That's what we mean by financial independence. And so let me ask that question again. How many of you would desire that? Where you don't need to depend on active work. It could be business. Are we together now? Simply stated, financial independence refers to a situation where your money works for you. Are we together here? A situation where your money works for you. Can you turn to the person sitting next to you and tell him and tell her that financial independence refers to a situation where your money works for you? Financial wellness. By financial wellness, we are referring to a situation where an individual is comfortable with the current situation. In other words, can attend to his or her basic needs currently, and also have secure of tomorrow. That is future. And so you are well off. No fear. Am I talking to somebody here? Let me ask again. Now that we have shared in the true meaning of financial independence and financial wellness, how many of you would desire to be financially independent and gain financial wellness? Some persons here don't want to be financially independent. I can see that some, maybe they didn't get the question. By financial independence, we mean a situation where you would have accumulated sufficient resources. Are we there? That will be able to address your basic needs. We are referring to a situation where your money works for you. It means that you must not depend on active work, but you are busy addressing your basic needs. You have food to eat, you have clothing, good health, shelter. Are we together? Having said that, how can we get there? How can we get there? That is where the magic lies. And so, what's the magic here? Let us share in the word magic. Yes, the general understanding of the word magic, suggests that it is a means, for example, charm, that it is believed, to have supernatural force that can turn things around. Am I communicating here? The common understanding of the word magic is that it is a means, for example, a charm. Am I communicating here? That is believed to have supernatural forces that can turn things around. But in this presentation, the word magic is seen as what we can put in place. Something we can do. Am I communicating here? Something we can acquire. Could be knowledge. Are we there? That when we put it in place, it has the inherent ability to enable us gain financial independence and wellness. And this thing we are to put in place is financial literacy. When we embrace financial literacy, by the grace of God, our situations will change for better. And that's what magic does. By the common understanding, isn't it? Are we together here? And so there is inherent magic in financial literacy. So when your leader mentioned this topic to me, I said, wow, this woman, you did not come by this topic on your own. The Holy Spirit would have revealed this to you. So what is financial literacy? Are we together here? Are we together here? We have shared that the magic we are talking about is financial what? No. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher by profession. So I like to ensure that, so when I ask, it's not rhetorical, respond. So that I'll know that there's effective communication. Please move to the financial literacy. Can you see it on the screen? Can you see it on the screen? Please, I encourage all of us. Let's read it together. What is this magic? Here, I captured it, financial literacy, the magic. Are we there? Are we together here? Can we read it? What is financial literacy? Let's go. It's the knowledge and ability to understand and effectively utilize various financial skills, including number 1, number 2, number 3, that enable an individual make informed economic decisions about their personal finances that best fulfill individual and family goals. You did very wonderfully. You did very wonderfully. Let's go again, the next. In fact, financial literacy is about knowing what finances are and how to plan, that's budget, spend, save, invest, and manage money effectively to achieve nominated objectives and goals, and gain financial what? Independence and what? Wellness. When you have graduated from the School of Financial Literacy, then money will be a worker. Are you with me? We may not understand. At the earlier stage, it may appear as if we are being enslaved to money. I don't know whether I'll get the point. Let's tell ourselves the truth. When we work for money, we are enslaved to what? Money. Some of us don't even have the time. You don't know why I couldn't come, why I could not attend your opening ceremony. It was because of my being enslaved to what? Money. Working here and there. And if you didn't do that, you will not earn it. If you didn't work, will you earn the money as a monthly salary earner? And so, being enslaved. But we are looking at a situation where this money that we are enslaved to will be enslaved to us and be working for us. You can be in convention and you'll be busy earning what? Money from various sources. We have skills of financial management, financial literacy. You can see them. Know what finance is. Know your personal financial management and all that. You can see that. Are we together now? For want of time, let's take them one by one. Once you have acquired these skills, you would have graduated from the School of Financial what? Literacy. Number one, finance. What is finance? Do not forget, we define financial literacy as the knowledge. Are we there? And understanding. That is the ability to understand. Meaning that you need to know, there is something you need to know. One of them is finance. What is finance? Very quickly, in trying to explain what finance is, we have a number of schools of thought. Some see finance simply as money. Are we there? That's a simple school of thought. Money that is needed to carry out daily activities or business. There are those who said, no, that finance is not money. That money is rather stock in trade or finance. That's the concern of finance. That instead, finance is a discipline. It's an area of study. Are we together here? Be patient. That's an area of study. Hence, we have Department of Finance as an area of what? Study. And there are those that said, no. Why are you saying that finance is an area of study? That as far as they are concerned, that finance has to do with a number of activities that are carried out. And some of these activities have accounting, production, marketing. Are we there? That these activities mean finance. And the fourth school of thought says, they don't know what you guys are talking about. That yes, they agree that finance, that money is a stock in trade of finance, but that finance performs certain functions in an organization, in a household, in our families. That finance performs certain functions. Are we together here? And so they look at finance from the functional point of view. It is based on this, that when we want to talk about finance, we will not limit our understanding of the word finance to money. Please, this point is very important. If we didn't get this point, we'll miss the link. I know that the food we just ate is doing its work, but we also have work to do, isn't it? Are we together here? That when you see financial manager, he performs certain functions. And that finance has to do with sourcing. That's looking for fund. Are we there? Are these people with me? That finance, I want you to see it well, what it is, so that you will not see finance and you will not know that this is finance. That finance has to do with sourcing. You source for the fund, you utilize it, you apportion it, you distribute it. What are you distributing? Monetary resources. Monetary what? Resources. In order to achieve set objectives. If you check very well, this definition of the word finance has encompassed all other schools of thought. Recall, we are talking about financial what? Literacy. If we do not know what finance is, we will not appreciate financial what? Literacy. And so, what we source, what we utilize, what we apportion, what we distribute are financial resources. What are financial resources? Now listen. Listen, we need this information. By financial resources, we are referring to the items, that's the assets. Are we together now? That we need, that we normally acquire with money, and can also be sold for money. I will retake that. Please, get us a slide for financial resources. Financial resources. By financial resources, also known as monetary resources, we are referring to assets, items that we normally do what? Acquire. We buy them. We buy them. What do we use in buying them? Is it not money? Those items we buy with money are financial or monetary what? Resources. And we are saying that we don't only buy them, we also sell them very quickly. Very quickly. There are so many. You can see them. Don't you buy from the food family, don't you buy yam? Don't you buy rice? Don't you buy plantain, potatoes? From the fruit and vegetable family, we buy cucumber, we buy watermelon. Am I communicating here? We also have herbs, have water leaf, bitter leaf, spinach, we have pumpkin and all that. Even from fish family, we have fish, we have chicken and all that. From water family, we have sachet water, bottled water, and all that. These are examples of monetary what? Resources. I've said something about monetary resources here. I say we'll buy them, and we can also do what? Sell them. And so they are financial resources. It also means that when we waste water leaf, am I communicating here? We are wasting money. If you do not know what financial resources are, you'll be wasting money without you knowing. If they ask you, you say it was water leaf. You didn't know that it's money. If they ask you, you say it's bitter leaf. That's why you need to know what they are. When we waste water leaf, when we waste bitter leaf, am I communicating here? God's people were wasting money. They are financial resources. By personal finance, we are looking at term used to cover the management of your money, including savings and investment. It also entails budgeting, banking, insurance, and all that. We have 5 pillars of financial resources, personal financial management. you need very good knowledge of personal financial management so that we put to stop some of the monetary resources we waste. Unfortunately, we are busy wasting them and we are busy needing them. And when we need them, what's the next option? To look for money to buy them. For you to do well in personal financial management, there are certain suggestions I would like to make here. Let us cultivate the habit of embracing agricultural activities. Are we together here? Most of these financial resources are products of agriculture. These financial resources, I said they are products of what? Agriculture. And so why are we not embracing it? If you ask some persons, they will tell you they don't have land to farm. Look at your sister, look at your auntie, look at the person sitting next to, and tell him or her, you don't need land for you to farm. You don't need it. You don't need it. Why some persons have not cultivated, the habit of embracing agriculture is because they say one plot of land costs, so much that, you can't buy it. You don't need it. Do you want to plant okra? You want to plant okra? I don't have land to plant it. Let me provide land for you now. Please permit me. Do you see this? Do you see it? How many of you see this? Just look for paint bucket. Are you getting it? Don't go and dash any person money, say you are looking for land to super. Look for what? Paint bucket. Line them up. Line them up. In your compound, line them up. Line them. Depending on the species of the okra. Are you with me? Yes. There are some that they bear fruits even when others. Are we together? That one you need bigger bucket because they have the power to bear more fruits. But for the ones that could bear fruits, in less than months, that's too much. Are we together now? You don't even need the big buckets. All you need to put sand. What these crops need is sand. It's not a land though. That's what they need. Are we together there? Put sand there. By the sand I mean soil. Line them up, plant them, put them. After 1 week, you see them germinate. Are we there? They will bear fruits. Do you need okra? This time, you will not need to touch your salary if you are a salary earner. You will not need to touch money generated from your business. You don't even need to go to the market to buy okra. Am I communicating here? Okra is already in your house. You produce them with the use of the bucket. You didn't buy land. You don't need that. Are we together here? I'm giving you just one example. Time does not permit. The same thing applies to some of these crops. Are we there? Then those ones that you need to put in the soil, depending on where you're staying. Do you know? Do you know? Oh. You can make a whole lot of money from this agricultural produce. I want to move on because any moment from now, you will say time is there. Okay, so that's about that. The financial literacy skills we mentioned. We say know your finance. I'm sure you now have idea of finance now. Are we together here? The next budgeting. You need to have financial plan. When you do not have financial plan, I bet you cannot utilize your income very well. You end up buying the things you do not need. Most of the things, sometimes what we buy are things we do not need. We buy them because we want them. And they don't add much value to us. That's because we don't have track records of how much we spend every day, how much we spend every week, how much we spend every month. Try it today. You will agree with me that you'll be saving a great deal of money that you can put into things that will add to you. That's the truth. If you don't have track records of the money you spend, you will not be able to control your spending. And if you have track record of what you spend your money on every day, when you sit back to look at the money you spent and some of the items you spent the money on, you blame yourself. You caution yourself. Say, can you imagine? Wait, is it I that bought this thing? What is this thing for now? If we check our houses, you will agree with me that there are certain items we have bought, ranging from shoes to clothes. Are we together? That we have used once for the past 5 years. And we are not going naked. That money, I tell you, is waste. You know why we are doing that? You know why we are buying certain items that we use once and we'll drop it for the next 10 years? We even talk about, some persons don't even know some items they have in their houses now. Am I communicating? Because they could do without them. Those items you bought and you are still operating without them. Why did you buy them? You wasted the money. I know why you did that. Because you don't have record, no track record of your spending. So for budgeting, I will suggest to you have daily record of your expenses. Are we together? Then record all your incomes, for a period of, let's say, 1 month to 3 months. And if your income varies from 1 month to another, you can divide your income for the 3 months by 3 to arrive at the average income. Are we together here? And compare it with your monthly expenses. If your monthly expenses is more than your income, then you are running deficit. And in that case, you need to cut down on your expenditure. If you didn't, you may go borrowing, and borrowing will steal away your happiness. It means you are not financially literate. See, what we are discussing is not about being a professor of accounting or professor of finance. You can have all the degrees you have, and you end up being financially illiterate. I'm not talking about the degrees you have. I am saying that you don't know what finance is, and you don't know how to manage your personal finance. That's what we are talking about. Am I communicating here? Let me also inform you further. We define illiterate. The word illiterate is defined as, unable to read and what? Write. Is it not? Let me also inform us that the definition of illiterate this time around has encompassed even an individual who can read and write but could not make use of that knowledge. Somebody is following here. Because there's no difference between you and the one who could not read. You say you acquired the knowledge. What do you have to show for it? Nothing. This other person does not know, doesn't have the knowledge, and so has nothing to show. Any difference? No. And so, when you know your personal finance, and you know the financial resources, and you cannot utilize this knowledge to enable you achieve nominated objectives, you are not financially literate. Here we are talking about financial what? Literacy. One is to acquire the knowledge, and two, to utilize it so that you enjoy the benefit of what you have known. We talked about budget. So, in that case, again, when the reverse is the case, if your income is more than your expenses, you're operating surplus budget. Yes, we have balanced budget where the income and the expenditure are the same. We have a deficit, we have surplus. But I encourage us, let us go for surplus budget. I know why. When you take track of records of your expenses, it will enable you identify those items that when it comes to reducing expenditure, you will now mark them as terrorists. Are you with me? These ones you can do without. You can do without. Just like we have bought certain items that, I can tell you, you know that you have not been using them. And so they have locked up the money. Money that you would have used for investment. I told you that these financial resources, we are talking about buying. You can sell them and generate money. Are we together here? Money you would have invested in something you can sell to generate money. Now you locked it in an item that does not only add value to you, but you are not even using the item. It's there. We talked about budgeting. The next slide, please. This personal finance model. So we move on. How to improve your personal finance. You know your financial resources. Choose carefully. Invest in yourself. Like what you have done now. Do you know that some persons did not attend this convention? Are we there? They did not attend. You are investing in yourself attending. Why? Because by the grace of God, you will not go back home the same. Train yourself. Acquire skills. Save. Save more. Now, the difference between marginal propensity to consume and marginal propensity to save and all that. Then learn to invest in viable ventures. Don't spend all your income. The next slide, please. Spending. The word spending is very important. As a financial literate, you need to be careful what you spend money on. I've said that. Compare prices before you spend. Avoid going to supermarkets unplanned. Carefully plan your buying and avoid staying too long in supermarkets. Yeah, in the supermarket. Because certainly you'll be attracted by something. And you end up buying what you did not plan. There are some that, when their friend who has done good planning or going to buy from supermarket, mentions that to be visiting supermarket, they'll say, can I, join you? The Bible says, and lead us not into what? Temptation. You are leading yourself into temptation when you are always available to accompany your friends where? To supermarket. We are not saying that you don't accompany your friend, but plan your buying. Maybe there's something that you need that you buy from the supermarket. As you get to the supermarket, buy that quickly and rush out. Because that's what you went there for. Did you go there for any other thing? You can be sure what supermarket will do to you if after buying what you left home for, you're still there. Don't worry. Supermarket will beckon on you. Have you bought this? What about this? Oh, this is wonderful. You see, you don't have this other one. And you would want to respond. How are you going to respond? You are responding financially. And that will not tell on your income. Prioritize your spending. I've said this. Separate between what you need and what you want. What you want will give you temporal satisfaction. Very temporal. And that's why you sometimes will end up buying something that the satisfaction is just for a moment. And just after that, you will be reminded that this clothes, it's been long you wore it. I know, you just leave it yet. Leave it yet. You are locking your income. Money spending mistakes. These money spending mistakes are avoidable. Mention some of them. No spending plan. That is no budget. Some persons don't budget. They don't have spending plan. I've told you the implication of not having spending plan. That's not having budget. If you have budget, you'll be able to take track of what you budgeted there. And there's what we call budget abuse and budget override. By budget abuse, we are referring to buying inferior things that you budgeted. Don't go for inferior things, please. You will regret doing that. Because after consuming the money, you will need to buy that thing again. Or you need to do it again. Then what happens to the money already spent? Waste. As a financial literate, avoid wasting money. Sometimes we complain our salary is not enough. But we have not taken into consideration how much proportion of the salary that we did not utilize very well. Because we don't have a budget. Not keeping track record, I've mentioned that. Living large on credit. I had a friend. He loved me so much. He had boutique. And each time I arrived, at Ahoda, he would his business premises, he has a haircut salon. Are we together here? So when I will arrive to take haircut, he would want me to see, the latest shoes and materials he has bought. So sometimes he would offer. So say this one will be very good for you. I say yes. It's not everything that is good for you that you should go for. Plan your buying. And so he would tell me, no, that I can take. I can take. I say anytime. Take anytime. Is it free of charge? Let me also inform you. Even if he dashes you, you are owing him. If I gave you gift now, you are committed to me. I'm sure you know. You are owing me because you'll be looking for opportunity or proving to me that you are also nice. Yeah. And so please, don't worry. Be contented with what you have. Here, say spending leaks. Spending leaks. This is also avoidable. Spending leaks has to do with you are coming from Choba, where I'm coming from. This is not about Choba women or those that, our Choba sisters. No. I'm talking about the distance. Are we together here? I will boarded a vehicle, bus, to bring us to this place. At the park, they hawk banana. Say, oh, that banana fine. Oh. And you can be sure of what these hawkers will do, isn't it? You ask for the banana, the next you ask for, what to take it with, isn't it? Granite. Some, after taking banana and granite, they get to joint where they are selling corn. Okay? Having warned. So, by spending leaks, we are engaging in unplanned spending. Plan your meal. Plan your meal. You don't lose anything. When you buy this, you eat. You buy that, you eat. You buy this, you eat. As little as they may appear, your income is going. And do you know what is affecting? It's affecting your savings. You may not have savings. See, if you do not have savings, you hardly invest. You hardly have money to do what? To invest. I would like to mention this here. We had a ICANN convention about 2 weeks ago, and given where we are today given our economy as biting as it is, the professional accountants have deemed it fit to advise us that, see, the times are hard and things are not the same way they used to be. Therefore, even in our consumptions, let us take responsibility. Some persons don't take responsibilities in consumption. They don't care. They eat anything. And sometimes their sizes increase because of, their haphazard eating. You have to be responsible in consumption. Hence, we talk about responsible consumption. We also talk about responsible production. It's not because we have learned here that you can produce cucumber. You can produce juice. Am I communicating? And then, during the production process, you are no longer careful. A whole lot of waste being recorded in your production process will encourage you to embark on responsible production. Responsible production, that will help to eliminate what? Waste. Because those resources that are wasting or that are being wasted their money. Financial literacy. Are we together here? Don't try to execute long-term projects in the short run. There's no time. I cannot go through all this, one by one. Don't try to execute. I'm just trying to pick some of them. Are we there? Some persons make the mistake in managing their finances. They will want to finish in the short run. Long-term project. I'm talking about capital project. Capital project require a lot of money. Are we there? A project that you are supposed to spread